Hey everybody, welcome back to the Council of Reeds here at the comic shop in Liverpool. I'm Jason. I'm not Jason. I'm Dylan.
Excellent.
This is the second time that's happened.
Yes.
It's happened before.
You want to be me? It's all right.
Usurper.
I'd love it if it was the
Watch
exact
out.
same episode, like number. So it's 100 and whatever.
It's
It's 100 episodes later.
It's a cycle. I am Dylan. Okay, good. All right. Here with Jason,
G'day.
Nitin,
What's up?
Fommy,
Hey.
and Dave.
Wait, you got it wrong. You usually do Fommy then, right?
Never, Dave, you dumb shit.
No, he's always done.
I'm surprised that I get it.
I've always
at the same
thought it's
time.
been
Yeah, I thought it
weird.
was being like around. Yeah.
No, it's always been that way, but I've always thought,
Yeah.
it's a weird way to do it.
I
Makes
take
me
it back
better.
for calling you dumb shit. It's just late and we'll be waiting.
That's okay.
Don't listen to Dylan. Keep it up.
I do my best not to listen to Dave.
Yeah.
Okay. Our featured comics this week: Phantom Road, issue 1,
Bad dad.
and Cosmic Ghost Rider, issue 1.
Bad friend.
And we've got not that much to talk about this week. Some trouble over in Funko.
Funko.
Some ET Atari shit going on at fucking Funko.
Funko is funked.
Some of you guys watched The Mandalorian season 3, episode 1.
Yeah.
No.
I did not because I don't care anymore.
Crikey. That was an interesting episode.
I watched The Last of Us episode 7. I think that's just me.
Is everyone
Yeah.
dead yet or what?
No,
Doesn't sound like it.
there's another game.
I think
They don't really die in a game, David.
also
Well, people die every week. That's one of the things that I'm starting to be a bit, They meet somebody, and then they die at the end of that episode. Next episode, they meet somebody, and then they die at the episode.
it's Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah, I'm getting a little like,
It is a bit.
same
It's like-
shit,
it's like-
formulaic.
At least
Yes.
Poker Face knows what it is. Where it's just someone's
Columbo.
dying. Yeah, exactly. No, it's Murder, She Wrote.
Before you know, it'll be like SVU, Last of Us, or some shit like that. Yeah.
Well, at first it was good because it wasn't like Walking Dead where everyone's
Sticks
happy
around,
family
yeah.
forever. But after about 4 episodes, it's like, everybody
Yeah.
they meet dies.
So are you done? Are you a mushroom person now? You've fallen away?
I think possibly.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, because you got 2 episodes to watch now,
Yeah.
so you're probably done.
The black heart.
And she was like, a couple of times this week, you want to watch it? I'm like, nah, fuck that. And she's like, I can just watch it by myself.
Okay.
And I'm like, But yeah, now that there's 2 done.
He's turned the lines, man.
I'm already going to have one shit show to watch a week with Mando. I can't do 2.
At least that's only like 30 minutes.
Yeah, that was fast. I was surprised by
it was
that.
fast shit.
Yeah,
it was like when
yeah.
you got diarrhea.
Yeah, like it ends and like, oh shit.
Okay, and the last thing on our fucking run sheet thing, we just went off
yeah.
on a fucking tangent there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
That's really weird for us.
I
Yeah,
know.
very, very strange.
Did we
occurrence
jump forward
indeed.
in time?
My film
Yes,
flashback
Dave.
Good
for
segue,
this
Dave.
week
I liked it.
is Timecop.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful movie
That's one of those things.
with a very well
Nice,
timed and paced sex scene
Nice
in the middle of nowhere.
foliage.
It's a highlight of the movie for me.
Ferris is going to be upset that he wasn't involved in this.
He's a
Okay.
murderer.
It's true.
Oh, no argument. No argument. And
Allegedly.
No.
Comic books.
Alright, Venom Road. Mommy, tell us all about this one.
all right. So, asshole truck driver dad touches something in the ground and dead people come at him. So, cool. Next book.
Dead people come at him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
literally.
read it in like a minute,
Yeah.
but in a good way.
So,
Very fast-paced.
new Jeff Lemire book called Phantom Road is literally circled around a truck driver. He's in a diner. You see a little bit of a flashback at home. He seems like a real asshole. Literally, like, I don't think he even says his son's name.
Nah.
Just kid.
And like the wife says one thing to him, he's like, I'm fucking going.
I'm out. You just got home. Yeah, I'm going out again. Bit of a creepy scene in the bathroom toilet at a truck stop, and yeah, he's driving along. A car swerves in front of him, and yeah, there's a bit of a crash, and girl gets out, and she talks rambling about seeing something, and touches this thing, and wake up later, and they're in a completely different place, and there's a weird zombie dead-looking thing after him, and yeah, it's your typical kind of Jeff Lemire craziness, setting up what looks like could be a really cool story. The art is excellent. I like Lemire like mixing up the art because it's just not Sorrentino and
Yeah.
like
Himself.
himself. The art really suits, and the colouring I think really suits that desert look.
Because it's so brown.
Yeah.
The book's very brown.
So brown. These weird ghoul-looking
They
monsters
look
are
cool.
really, really cool. Dispatches of them quite well, so it looks like they could be easy to take care of, but at the same time, looks like there could be masses of them. And then he's left very, very open at the end.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
so
it gives you nothing.
absolutely nothing.
But in a good way that you're like, what?
But,
is
the-
going
but
on
at the
here?
same time, it's also it's going to delve deeper, obviously. But you're going to find it hard to root for this guy because he's a piece of shit. From what they've shown in the backstory, so yeah, gonna be interesting. But yeah, really cool start. I'm hooked because it's Lemire, so I'll keep it going. There's a lot to go in for a first issue,
Yes.
but yeah, quick read. So,
Because he's sparse on his dialogue. You know what I mean? Like,
he
doesn't, like, when you're like, you're right, you see some blokes and you see all these pages of
he's
writing.
sparse on his dialogue, but at the same time, he lets a talented artist do their work.
100%.
And that's the part of this medium that we enjoy is the
Yeah.
artist storytelling. It doesn't have to be all words.
I was gonna read
The
it.
interpretation of the art is half of what you're getting
And
with
I think
these.
being an artist himself, that makes sense, right?
100%.
That he's like, I don't need to overwrite
No.
for you. The artists that become writers that then do my head in. You're like, why are you clogging up this dude's pages, man? But it was good.
Really good.
Alright, next up, Cosmic Ghost Rider issue 1. So new Cosmic Ghost Rider miniseries. 2 stories in this, a backup and a current one.
Cool art in that backup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They both had their alright bits.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The main one was alright. Like, it's just Frank and he's like living in a bar with a dad and a daughter.
Yeah.
Basically, and
She's taking him in to, stray animals kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
thing with what he is. And the old man's like, you've got to stop doing this and you've got to stop helping ruffians out. And so have you seen Old Mate before, the villain?
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I didn't read the last Ghost Rider stuff, so I don't know if it's something to do with that.
Yeah, see, I only read the
Cosmic
first
Ghost
trade.
Rider? Yeah,
So I haven't really...
because I'm like, I didn't like the idea that it was the Punisher is Ghost Rider in space. I thought it was stupid to be honest. But the first one, that was the point. It was just stupid.
It was
Kate's
stupid
over
craziness,
the top.
over the top, Thanos, baby,
100%.
ridiculousn's. That's why it was so good. But yeah, I have missed a bit. I'm intrigued on where this goes, but if you've read the Cosmic Ghost Rider stuff before, you'll definitely dig this stuff. And yeah, I really did like the art and the second story, the flashback stuff, and all the floating corpses.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was
man, there was some
really-
great
all the
stuff in the
people he's
backup,
killed and
yeah.
stuff. That was really cool.
Like, the guys from War, guys from whatever. My one complaint about the issue is that the first story, the lead story, at the start, it's like Well, he's dreaming, I think, technically.
Yes.
Of some Cosmic Ghost Rider stuff. And like Cosmic Ghost Rider's, with a dude, he's going to kill this dude, and it's like, after I finish you, I'm going to go pay your wife a visit, sort of thing. And I'm like, that is not Frank Castle at all. That pissed me off. And that's like the first 2 pages. I'm like, wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, that's like Superman being like, I'm going to blow up your planet.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
you don't...
But he does say to Dream, he's like, because I wouldn't have hesitated to shoot. And I'm like,
Yeah.
And there's a bit at the end too where he's like, as the Cosmic Ghost Rider, like with some weird quip.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, but yeah, not again. As I said, I've missed some books, so there might have been some changes, but definitely a little bit different to the Kate's run.
Yes. All right, next up, Rogue and Gambit. You didn't read this, Dave?
No.
You didn't read a Gambit book?
Just surprised.
The hell?
I know.
Disgusting.
Because it's gone back to classic X-Men, looks like.
Well, it's actually
you'd know
current
if you
stuff.
read it.
It's set current.
Oh, okay.
I assumed by the costumes and Destiny, it must have been one of these flashback books that they've been doing. But it's current date, Cohen stuff.
I assume by the characters in the book and with the fact we've got a podcast that you may have read it. So yeah. It's a shame.
The art's pretty good. I think it's the same guy that was just on Exterminators.
Yeah,
No, you
Gomez,
didn't want to read it during the week. You had a whole chance.
I really like
We're
this stuff.
recording
He's
late.
good, yeah.
He draws the best Rogue I've seen in a long time.
Good.
Like,
He was just on,
Shame
like,
Dave's never going to see this.
Red Sonja and that kind of stuff
Yeah.
for ages. But now he's got, like, a...
in at Marvel and
Yeah, yeah.
because this is like 3 books in a row, basically, right? He needs to be put on a proper book.
Yeah.
Deathstroke? Lady Deathstroke?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So basically, that's the deal. Destiny comes to Rogue and Gambit, or Rogue, not Gambit essentially, but she wants her to.
Mon ami.
They need to find Manifold, Eden from Avengers. She needs his help for stuff, but he doesn't want to come. So Rogue and Gambit have got to go convince him to come. Obviously, he doesn't want to come.
Bro can help her with that.
Ah. She can touch you now, so yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Wait, so she's got. She can.
Oh, now he's interested.
Yeah. I think it's been like that for a while.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, so what's the power then?
I think she can just maybe obviously tone it on
She
and
can
off.
Maybe
I
just
guess.
control
suck it. Actually, like you can't just touch. It's just suck power out of you. Would that be
Is this like with Krakoa stuff? Or
Yeah,
is
it's
it...
cool stuff.
No, like your powers. Is that before Krakoa stuff?
No, I think
Dirty
it was
mind,
just
Dylan, I
before,
meant
actually, I
powers.
think.
Right.
Nothing
Because-
liquid.
How long
It-
can you do the same
Yeah, I
gimmick?
know, it is sort of limiting.
But
Because the gloves are the gloves
yeah,
are-
right. It's I understand, but at the same time, you've sort of taken away a lot of the drama. It's like last week we were talking about the Shazam,
The
name
Shazam
thing, right?
It
It's
is.
a bit.
It's her curse, right? as a
Yeah.
character.
So it makes her somewhat interesting. But I get after 40 years of it, but it was okay.
I guess if you're going to marry them together, you want to...
They gotta be fucking.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah, I wasn't going to be that crude, but yeah. I was probably going to do that. And just so you can't see on the podcast.
Just
Spotify,
mate,
Ken,
look at
Video podcast, Spotify.
YouTube.
And
Yeah, if you love your Gambit, Rogue and Gambit, get on board.
Yes, yeah, Dave.
Oh, surprised, Dave. Disappointed.
Disappointed.
At least you backed yourself up by reading this one.
Yes, I did. I read Red
What's this one?
Zone.
Red Zone.
Yep.
And?
So it's a classic cliche of like the professor and like the government agents come and like he stands in the back of a lecture
Yep,
hall
yep.
and it's like, yep, I need your expertise and advice, and picks him up. It's for an
Mr.
extraction of an old flame of his.
Yep.
So they go in and meet up, and shit goes south real
Go
bad.
fast.
And it's really good because like the last page, you find out that he's not
Yeah, he's a badass.
just a professor. He's much more than that.
Yeah.
the professor.
He's the
I
professor.
thought it was not bad. It was not bad.
It wasn't
Like,
bad.
actiony.
Yeah.
The Diodato art helps
Oh,
immensely.
He's so good.
Like when she kicks off,
Yeah.
like boom, 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 it just looks great with him. But
Yeah.
yeah, he's like the America's most foremost Russian expert, and
Yeah,
just,
like
gotta
History and
gotta
all
get
that. Yeah.
the ex-misses out of. The best is he's meeting with her, and then the chick comes in. Who's that?
Oh, yeah.
She's my daughter, and he like whispers to the chick, "Is she mine?" And the daughter's like, "I'm standing right here." No, I'm not. What are you whispering for, dickhead? But it was intriguing
Yeah, yeah.
because
You could see it becoming a movie.
potentially,
Probably.
yeah. A lot of these.
Well, that's what I
indies,
say
that's
about
their
every-
point, because that's what they're
yeah.
trying. They all have that in the back of their head.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not bad. AWA, Diodato, you know what you're getting. Plenty of action.
Good wrestling.
Yeah. Wow. Maybe. Next up, Spider-Gwen Shadow Clones. Anybody read this?
Oh, I missed this one.
Thought you might. I read this.
How could you miss it? It's so quintessential reading.
There's too many clones.
Got
confused.
I haven't read much Spider-Gwen in my life. I think everybody in her life knows who she is.
Okay.
So, like, it was not bad, I'll say that. So it starts, she's out, she's fighting, blah, blah, blah. The 616 Sinister Six have sort of come to her Earth, and she beats them, send them back, whatever. And then, like, next morning, MJ wakes her up, she's sleeping in, whatever, and MJ knows they're in the band together or whatever, and she goes to work, and dude's flirting with her at the smoothie place they work at, and he knows she's Spider-Gwen. I'm like,
Oh, she just had a public
So this is-
identity?
no!
So this is her, you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
Yep, setting hers.
Yeah, sorry.
So then she, like, the big end spoilers, does fight with a Doc Ock Gwen. Gwenock, or whatever, right?
God.
And so she thinks it's a different Earth or whatever, and the chick's like, I don't know, like, and then she finds out the chick's got a thing on the back of her head controller, comic bullshit, right? So it takes that out, and the chick's got no idea. She's like, alright, cool, we'll go see somebody. So they go see the Spider-Gwen Earth, Reed Richards, who's like 14.
Oh.
14-year-old sort of young African-American kid.
cool.
And he's like, what are you doing here? I got an exam
12.
tomorrow and shit. Yeah? 12?
Yeah, 12.
Yeah. Like, so that was interesting. That was alright. And the chick's like a bit freaked out about the whole situation, like the Ock-Gwen. And then Reed does his stuff and he's like, oh, she's not from a different Earth. She's a clone. And it's like the Superboy thing. She's half Gwen, half Doc Ock.
Oh.
So then now these Ock girls more freaked out.
Okay.
Because she's like, so I'm not even a real person? Well, no, you just, and then at the end, spoilers, there's another one.
Okay. Cool.
I think her name's Sandy.
Yeah.
Andy.
It was alright. I actually did not mind it at all.
That's pretty cool.
But, yeah.
Just an aside,
Yes.
did they ever say why it was 616?
Nah.
Yeah, they said it was just
Warren Ellis.
random number.
Okay.
I think it was
They're
Warren
like,
Ellis.
oh, we didn't want to be like.
Was it Warren Ellis? Not Alan Moore? One of those crazy
One of those, yeah.
Englishmen.
I
I think
would say
Alan
I-
Moore, because it's Captain Britain, I think is where it comes
Oh,
from.
was it?
I think
Because we
it's
didn't want
it's
to be
old,
like one.
that nobody ever used until Exiles.
Right.
Marvel started using it hard because they had a book.
They need to
That's
put
Bad
more-
Sliders, the comic book. It was
Yeah,
great.
who
Yeah, it
would
was
want
great.
there to be like Earth Prime or Earth 1? Huh?
I
You
sort
silly.
of like it that
Yeah.
you aren't the most important
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
It's just.
Yeah, I'd like to see
another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit more realistic.
Yeah.
And they've made it the center of attention, but it isn't the
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Because that's the like Spider-Gwen's, you're a different version of me, and the
So are we
bitch is like,
expecting like Jackal kind of shit, or
no, their own bad guy from the start, I think.
okay?
This chick that clearly, damn you,
Right.
wrongly blames her.
Spider.
'Cause yeah, the Ock chick's like, well, maybe you're the different version of me. And it's
Yeah,
like, yes, because it's true, right? Like, why are you the Prime?
That's like in Invincible with the twins
Yes.
that are making. It's like,
Yes.
how I'm the. It's just I just made you. You're
100%.
not the real one. So good.
Tons of number ones this week. From the pages of Amazing Spider-Man, Hallows Eve. Anybody read this? Guess not.
I flicked. We get some beautiful masks.
I was alright. Her whole gimmick is stupid.
Yeah.
I don't.
She's like a bionicle. She has like different masks that give
Yeah,
her
she
different
puts on a
powers.
plastic Halloween mask and she becomes a werewolf, or she becomes Marilyn
Oh, so
Monroe.
it's not like it's a plastic mask.
Yeah,
Well,
well, it's a mask.
pretty much.
It's just a
You make it of
mask.
plastic, but
It's a Halloween. Looks like just a Halloween mask from
Oh.
this toy store. So Hallows Eve came around in Dark Web with Ben Riley's wife. It is Ben Riley's wife. So yeah, what's her name? Madeline Pryor gave her this power of a bag full of different masks.
So it's a bunch of masks.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
she's got
yeah,
a
yeah.
ghost
I
mask,
think
and
it's
she's got a Frankenstein
unlimited, essentially.
Frankenstein
Right.
mask that gives her the power of
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein and the werewolf, and yeah, it's looked very not needed, but yeah, how'd it read?
It was okay.
Yeah.
Like, because the chicks, starts off, there's big wanted posters for her, right? Because Ben obviously is stuck in limbo jail, but she's on the run. So, so straight away, that's where we see the first mask. Oh no, people are going to recognise me. Oh, I'll become Marilyn Monroe. And then so she's trying to rob a bank. 'Cause
Ghost
she
mask?
needs some money. Yeah, so she puts the ghost mask on so she can sneak into the vault, but then she can't pick up the money. Obviously-
Tangible.
Yep. So she takes off the mask, and then a guard comes in, and to get out of the situation, she puts the werewolf mask on. And the interesting hook of the book is at the end, the guard's she's messed up the guard a bit. She
Yeah.
runs away, she gets away, and the Beyond Corp's looking into it. They're shady stuff, whatever. But they're wheeling the guard that's got attacked away, and he turns into a werewolf too.
Gosh,
So I was like, oh, okay,
Oh, she bit him.
yeah, I guess.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Because, like, she's back at her safe house, and she's like, oh, man, I hope I didn't hurt him too bad. He's just doing his job.
Yeah, sure.
And she's like, at least I didn't wear the vampire mask. That just makes me want to eat a steak. But, yeah, like, the twist of then, okay, so now she's making werewolves.
She didn't bite him.
Hey,
Just scratched
she
him.
just scratched him,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. And still turned.
Yeah.
So I was like,
it's a
okay,
bite,
that's a
that's
bit
it.
intriguing. We'll see where that goes.
So, if she scares someone in the ghost thing, do they die and then turn to a ghost?
Ghost, maybe.
Ooh.
Ghost.
Yeah, it was,
Also, her costume,
Changes?
isn't it kind of like, is that what Strange, similar kind of thing
What?
with the
As the
what's her name,
clear,
Clea?
a
Yeah,
little bit.
similar?
it's just dark with the
Yeah.
Similar-ish.
yeah.
And then with like a hobgoblin-esque hood for
Yeah.
no real reason because it's Halloween.
It's spooky.
Yeah, it's a bit. But it was okay. I was dreading reading it. I was taking one for the team, and I was like, "Oh, this was all right." Wasn't the worst book I read this week.
That wasn't bad.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, no, coming up soon. Not this. This was fantastic.
Holy hell.
Rock and roll hell. Tell us all about it for me.
Where
Did
do
you
you
read this,
start?
Dave? You should read this.
We start. The book opens in Finland. Oh no, it doesn't.
Helsinki.
No, it doesn't. Sorry, it actually
that's true.
actually opens in heaven with a very inebriated Jesus telling a lot of different angels how he really feels. Then we go to Helsinki Finland to 110,000 people at a black metal fest, all waiting for what are they called? Feral Carnage
Yes.
to play. And
Feral fucking carnage.
no, that's just being rude, Dave. So they're backstage waiting to go on. You get all the different tropes of the dickhead manager trying to come up and tell them how they can exhaust more money out of all the, how, as he puts it, the dickheads that want to spend their hard-earned money listening to your shit music, essentially.
Yes.
As he's
What a
slapping,
pitch,
as
right?
he's slapping this whore girl on the ass, just being a dirty piece of shit. So at the same time, as we said, Jesus is drunk as hell in heaven with mad daddy issues, saying, I need to do something, I need to prove my worth, let's go smite all these sinners. And down they go to annihilate the crowd of this black metal festival. Some more hijinks ensue, and then let's just say the black metal band come up with an idea of their own to start playing a song that will bring out the Lord Satan himself and the dark forces to fight back against the angels. Through this time, they unfortunately lose their bass guitarist, who gets replaced by someone that, if you're a old school thrash metalhead,
I need to buy it now.
it'll definitely bring a tear to your eye and a cold shiver to your spine. Especially with some other people that they bring in.
Some of the shots.
shots.
Right?
Even people that aren't even dead. They're just so heavy into the metal scene that let's give Ozzy a sword. It ends kind of as you expected, but yeah, there is a cool little twist at the end with the bassist and stuff. But yeah,
It's
this
just
was
a single issue.
it's
Yeah.
just, well, maybe.
One of one, it was on the invoice.
Wow.
It was some of the most fun I had this week reading comic books. It was so over the top. There's a lot I haven't. I know it sounds like I spoiled a lot, but there's a lot I haven't spoken about, which is the Jesus stuff and the Jesus stuff with his dad. Let's just
Jesus was the star of the book.
the conversation between him and his dad, and just
so good.
the speech and the tone of his dad. Like the angels go up and they knock on his door. Excuse me, sir. He's like, sup. Like, you don't even see him, just sup. Yeah, phenomenal book.
Yeah.
We've still got issues. I got the black and white dark metal cover, which was awesome. There's still a few issues on shelf. They even bring Bowie in. I loved that. We've got all this black metal shit, but the respect for Bowie is there. I love it.
Stabbing an angel.
Fucking A.
Oh, no, so good. Yeah. Fun.
So much fun.
And like the whole
You guys have a set of it.
the whole band, like your trope of the band and the guitar, like the lead guy
I'm
wants
so
to,
glad you brought
wants
this
to
bit up,
leave
yeah.
the band behind for to take the money and right, like they
So-
have their little split and then they come back like all in 20 pages.
He goes following the asshole manager. And he's like, yeah, I was hoping you did that. Because you're my way out. Slash kick. They'll get you. The real sinner's here as he's running away. Just a piece
Yeah.
of shit. So good. So much fun.
Yeah, just great book.
Yeah.
They did a super limited release with a cassette that we ordered, but unfortunately, I guess
Did not get it.
yes, because that would have been great. I don't know what would have been on the cassette, but
I would have been bringing the Walkman in.
for sure, right? But yeah, no, it was fantastic. And what wasn't fantastic? Gotta be honest. I Am Iron Man issue 1.
Dot.
I am ellipses Iron Man.
Yeah, so like,
Can I ask a dumb,
Yes.
illiterate question? Is ellipses like the 3 dots or just one of those 3 dots?
It's the 3
It is the 3. Cool. Okay. It'd be funny as saying ellipses.
so this starts with
That's a lot of
Tin
dots.
Can Iron Man, original Iron Man. Some chick with a guitar attacks him, and then, oh no, you're still got your heart problems. I'll come back when you're better. And then it jumps.
That's a freaking villain.
That's what happens. Well, I don't know if she's going to be a bad. I don't know.
Oh man, I've nearly spit toast.
And then, so then she
Shit.
it jumps around. You see like some Silver Centurion era and like some classic sort of retro Iron Man, and he's setting up for stuff, but nothing happens. But then she attacks in modern day. I forgot the best part. She travels through time with her guitar.
Rock through the ages.
Yeah, but she's only got like one more goddamn
One more solo
one more
winner.
jump or whatever, right? I don't know. It was,
Is it like Marty McFly? She's disappearing.
Wear him a tag at your heart out.
I don't know. I'll be looking forward to cutting my orders back on issue 2 this week. It was not good.
And weird because they just released
They just launched an Iron Man.
another Iron Man. Like, is this a mini? This is an ongoing.
Uh,
You'd imagine.
yeah, not
Yeah.
a chance. Because when it was in previews, me did the same thing. Like, what? So we ordered pretty low on it because it's just stupid.
Yeah, like I assumed it was like a recap origin kind of thing.
That's what it felt like.
an
in
old
the
school
solicit.
four-parter.
Yeah.
Just here's an Iron Man story.
You need
and
them books,
There's
right?
a trade down the store
Yeah.
and someone walks in and says, "Can I have an old school Iron Man story?"
Yep,
there you
yep,
go.
yep.
That's there. Four-parter done.
Yeah, like origin.
All in capsules. Yeah, Origin.
Yep, that's what I thought it was going to be, but it was not.
Oh, at least it's up from here.
Yes. Alrighty. Murderworld, game over. What about this one, Fonz?
I didn't read it.
Yes. I didn't read it.
I started, I looked at it, I tried. Then it's like, this whole story is based around two random people, an arcade.
I love arcade,
Okay.
but his time has come and gone.
Yeah, safe fair's fair.
And this is the ongoing story that's been in the different one-shots. that
Yes.
come
Yeah,
out,
it's
right?
basic. I hate how they do this, Marvel.
Yeah.
With their 3 or 4 one-shots, but it's really just a 4-part miniseries. I don't see how you're selling more. I know number 1 sell more, but when I'm ordering it, I see this these days and I'm like, cool. We're
No
getting a
one's
couple.
no one's gonna know
Nah.
because
It's confusing.
people are going to buy the Moon Knight one and get part 3 of the story.
Murderworld, 4-part series.
Yeah.
Done.
Are you talking about with Miss Marvel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this as well because there was a
Murderworld.
Murderworld,
there
Avengers,
was
Moon
two.
Knight.
There was
Whatever.
two,
yeah,
yes.
and a Spider-Man.
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
Crazy.
They're just dumb. I don't get it.
We'll even have like a part 1, number 1, and then just have it go in each of the books as like a standalone issue.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know?
Annuals.
Or point
Yeah.
2,
Annuals at least.
point 3.
You could
An
drink
annual
more from an
crossover,
annual.
I'd take over this.
Yeah, because they would have on the front
The
part.
Murderworld logo.
Yeah, part 2 of whatever.
That's what I always thought. Like major events should be like, just like have an annual, but like
Yeah.
everyone.
Well, they did that for a while in the 90s.
Yeah.
You had like Atlantis Rising and stuff. I feel.
And recently, what was it called? Infinite Destinies or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that had a little box
Yeah.
on the front telling you
Yeah.
which part it was.
Because it was
And it was multiple titles.
Yep. best, gives them what they want.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
that.
no, that would make too much sense. Make it too easy for people.
Yes.
Back to good books.
I was gonna say good
Wait,
books.
did you read the last page?
Of this?
Yeah.
Oh, I seen the last bit.
That bit. No. That bit before that. After that, sorry.
This.
Yeah. So if you want the next part, you gotta write to Marvel and tell them you want the next part.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Can we write to them and say we don't
You're
want
not
to
getting
part?
the next part.
Yeah. Now next thing. Yeah. Do you want the next part? Tell us you want the next part, please.
I'm pretty sure Marvel don't care about how many letters they get. It's how many books they sold.
If you want more Black Widow drawn like that, please write to us and let us know.
Ewoks book.
Yeah, it's Return of the Jedi
Yeah.
anniversary year, so they pump lots of stuff.
Let's book rules.
Yes, the finale of DC Horror presents Sergeant Rock vs. the Army of the Dead, issue 6.
Is it though?
That's the best bit.
Bloody oath.
Potentially more to come.
This whole issue is a big fight with zombie Hitler.
Yes.
Yeah. Sergeant Rock versus
That's
Zombie
Out,
Hitler and
needle in the
fucking
eye.
That's all we got to
Love
say.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it finishes exactly how you'd think it would.
Yes.
And how it should.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a
Yes.
great
Exactly
cover.
how it should. Bruce Campbell,
That
it's
is a great
beautiful.
cover.
I got to say, just because I feel like the pacing is a bit weird because the way the issue starts, I was struggling to remember what happened.
We left off a bit.
But that's like a pacing thing. But if you're reading this complete
as a
in a
trade,
trade,
it's-
it'll be
Oh,
perfect.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. The art is I
Yeah,
can't
amazing.
say enough
Is that
about that.
Jerry Kubert homage cover? Because it looks very familiar.
Okay.
Maybe.
I don't know. It just looks familiar.
The Rock, the Rock pose is clearly heavily influenced
Yeah.
by an old Joe.
Yeah. I don't mean like with a
Sure.
zombie Hitler, just that
Yes.
pose with it. Yeah. Anyway.
Um,
Yeah, it's a good book. Great book.
yes,
Buy the trade.
fantastic.
Buy the
Definitely
trades,
buy
buy
the
the single issues. A book
Yeah.
is great.
So much fun.
Oh, that cover is amazing.
Just the Hitler speech translated from German, just the despise in his voice. It's excellent. That main fight scene with the needle and like him trying to stab him and then he's getting exactly what he
Yes.
wanted. It was so damn good.
They're like, where do you reckon it would go if we get more?
Well, let's go on paranormal. Into
Yeah,
the
you're
next
right.
level.
Like,
It's
has to, doesn't it? Right?
kind of.
It's going to be Sergeant Rock X Files.
Yeah,
It's just
bring it on.
Right?
BPID, but with Sergeant
Yes.
Rock.
Yeah.
Sold.
Yeah.
100%.
I love Sergeant Rock.
And he's
Yeah.
starting to get like it flowed better at the end of those
Yeah,
books.
yeah.
So I don't know if he'll keep doing it, but if he does, I'll read it. Like,
Because he's like real Nick Fury.
Yes.
When you're not getting real Nick Fury.
especially with that what's in previews. Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. know. I'm hopeful.
He's in the
There's-
background.
yeah, there's
I'm
5
hopeful.
of him in the
He's
background.
in the background.
That's more than you
But-
got before.
Big time. And what we've had in the most recently, but he's still going to use.
I think he'll be back. I honestly do think he'll be back. Maybe not quite yet, but he'll be back in the
He's
future.
showing up in heaps of stuff all
Yes.
of a sudden.
Plus, we're
like
starting
his
to see
merchandise
some,
and stuff.
like,
Yep.
and just homage covers and stuff
Yep.
like that.
Yeah,
Like that
yeah.
Lethal Protector 2's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like the fact that
When
in-
Sam
And
Jackson
Sam-
is
that's
done
right,
with
Sam's
events in the
done.
Marvel movies,
100%.
they're back.
What's happening with Secret Invasion? I thought they shouldn't have been out by now.
They've,
Was that May?
they've delayed a whole bunch
They
of
had,
stuff.
Yeah.
that's been
Not
delayed.
delayed. They've
It's
pushed
pushed
back the.
I
release
thought
on
that
a bunch
one
of
was
stuff.
like in the
I
can
think it's
ready.
coming soon, real soon.
Yeah.
I think. I think
Okay,
it's the
cool.
next thing off the bat.
Yeah, isn't it the next thing?
That's what I thought. I thought it was like
Yeah.
May, but there's been no word of it.
Yeah, no, they've delayed a bunch
Well, I
of
definitely think
releases.
one of
Well,
the
I know they
reasons,
delayed a bunch of shit, but I didn't think it was
one of the
them.
places they've cut back Marvel, I have no doubt, is budget of marketing.
Good,
Because like the Ant-Man stuff didn't get as much push. Mando,
which is a shame.
Mando
'Cause
didn't get a lot of push.
those posters were sensational.
Yes, but you know what I mean. I definitely think that's one of the reasons where they've gone. Oh, let's tighten up here because we're Marvel and we're
Yeah,
Disney
people
and we're
will-
Star Wars.
yeah,
we
we-
don't have to push it that
Yeah,
hard.
absolutely.
Well, they're pushing their Disney 100, not anything else at the moment.
What's that?
100-year anniversary.
Oh,
And they're like, each day, apparently, for 100 days, they're releasing some merch thing.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
but that's it. Like,
Yeah,
they're
they
pushing
know
that.
how
They're
to
not
milk
gonna
a
do
dollar.
anything
yeah,
else,
for sure.
Good luck to them. Ghost Rider 12. This was Ghost Rider 12. Like this looks good. It's fun, but there's not like
oh, you need to show him at the start.
The big
ripping
Ghost
skin
Rider?
off.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So like in the last issue, right? This book is a bit weirdly paced. Like that. In the last issue, they're rocking up. They're about to hit Savannah, Georgia, and the place is on fire. The whole state's on fire. And like that's finished in like 4 pages, and then we're on to the next thing. I don't know, like it's a very fast-paced book. And then, but the big one is the final page. Very keen to see where that goes next issue. Where,
Well, we know where it's going, but
yes.
holy shit.
Yes. I never thought I wanted to see
So badly.
Weapon X Ghost Rider in my life.
So
but
badly.
It looks
And even just
Badass.
the colour of the flame.
Yeah,
looks badass. So
Oh,
badass.
that cover for this new
yeah.
issue.
The next
is so
issue is the
great.
cover. Yeah,
Fuck, that's a cool cover.
yeah.
Yeah. So damn
But the
cool.
book's great, but there's not much to like. It's just the same
It's
thing.
just the old
it's
guy,
Blaze
yeah.
and the chick,
Yeah.
sexual tension,
Who's-
whatever.
It's not Clayton Crane, is it?
Nah.
No, I think it's one of those 3D model kind of
Yeah.
dudes.
Right.
Kind of looks like Crane sometimes.
Tommy, Venom 17.
It's not Hitch!
Thank you, Carl.
It's not Hitch!
Tell us what you said. It's not good, but at least it's not Hitch.
I thought that's not good. I enjoyed the book. It's just he did what he could with what he was given. The story is Eddie Brock falling through limbo, fighting this creature that was in Thor 21, and this is the story on how this creature got out of limbo by absolutely annihilating Eddie Brock at a. Yeah, there's a really couple of cool panels.
Yeah, that one page where he gets, you
Yeah,
know, like
sword
in the
through
big
the chest
explosion.
and
Like,
the-
that's so cool.
The Bedlam explosion was very, very cool, and at the end, the techno demons looked pretty cool. I did like that little bit where he touched him, so that the techno virus started taking over. But because Eddie's lost his memory and everything with what's happened with Limbo, he doesn't realise he's the King of Black, so he just shoots all that shit out of him, which was pretty cool.
So, you might not know.
And
Is
then-
it like the Phalanx?
Similar, but he
It's
can
like-
he rejected
Ghost
it.
Rider, they look so X-Men-y.
100%. That's exactly what I got out of
Yeah,
it.
techno-
But they just called them techno demons.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like the Warlock.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. What
Yeah,
they
it's
look like
100%.
Phalanx.
So at the end, he's being
Phalanx
called to a
Phalanx
floating Venom hand. So I don't know if he's turning Jewish and that's a weird looking menorah or something. I don't know. But yeah, so
Satan, bro.
yeah, of course it's Satan.
Satan.
It's going to be weird because we're going to see old Venom back at some point because Dylan's now got the different suit and everything with his hair out and all the other crap. What's he call himself? Anyway. It's starting to look a bit better. I still don't know what the hell's going on with the story, but it's starting to look a bit better. And it's
Excellent.
I don't think Kitch is coming back. Eh? I think
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
no,
he's
he's
we're
not.
done.
gone.
So
He's doing covers though.
Yeah, because he would have. Yeah, he did a lot more than I expected, to be honest.
hence why I got the variant this week.
Dylan.
Yeah.
Action Comics 1052. The Super Family. How was this?
How
What's
quickly
going
did
on?
villains get beaten this book?
Well, okay. Last time I spoke about issue 1051, I was kind of like, yeah, like Metallo's the main villain so far. There's freaking 7 super people on this team. Yeah, like, maybe Metallo's got some new crazy powers, right?
Oh, no.
Spoilers, they beat Metallo in 3 pages.
Lucky it's only a 5-page book, but
Well, like, Clark just, like, freeze breaths him and then throws him in space. Which, you know, because you're Superman.
oh, so it wasn't even a combination of 7 doing like a punch each or some shit.
They kind of punched him, but Clark freaking froze him and threw him into space.
That's pretty bad.
And that's how you beat him. That's how you beat anybody.
Well, most people, yeah.
Unless he goes
Space.
into the sun.
And the rest of it is kind of like...
Jeez, that's bright.
You find out that Luthor isn't behind what's been going on with Metallo and his sister. Because, yeah, like,
What's been happening with Metallo and
Metallo's
his
sister got kidnapped, and the whole time Metallo thought Luthor was using her to manipulate him into doing what, you know, he wants him to do, take down Superman and stuff. But the whole time, yeah, like, during the fight, he was talking to someone, and everyone was like, oh yeah, he's talking to Luthor. But as soon as that happened, Clark looks over at the prison, and Luthor's in his cell and he's not talking to anybody. So there's some mystery stuff going on there.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, and then Metallo crashes back into back on Earth.
Well, somebody helped.
Is
him
he
come back,
boomerang,
doesn't
is he?
Huh?
Did he throw him into space? Would he just keep going? It's Superman.
Well, I
put him
guess he
in
was in
gravity.
orbit. I don't know.
Maybe gravity.
He was in orbit.
Okay.
If you
Yeah.
throw
Doesn't
something
make him
past him
try
a
how
little bit.
strong he wants to throw him, I guess.
He just took him out into space. I think he just left him there. He didn't chuck
Oh, okay.
him.
So no, I think he just drops back down on his own. I think from memory.
He was talking to somebody.
Yeah, he was talking to what he believes is his sister, but it's probably someone else. Because she's like, I need you to kill Superman. That's how you save me. Blah blah blah.
What's what I just trying to do? I got to throw him into space.
And then he crashed back down.
There's 7
and-
of
Eight
them.
of them now, yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
He crashed back down, and then he runs into a bunch of dudes from the Blue Earth movement. And they're basically, there's aliens here because Warworld is in orbit of Earth, and there's refugees from Warworld, and they're like, get these aliens off our planet.
Right.
He runs into them, and they try to mug him,
Sounds alright to me.
and then he kicks the shit out of a couple of them, teleports them to a lab that he was created in, I think, and he's like, yeah, Superman's got his family, so to beat Superman, I'm gonna need my own family. So I guess he's gonna make them all Metallos.
Okay.
Which could be cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
If
that
you
could
can
be
have a
interesting.
Family
Yeah,
of supers, yes, you
That's
can
gotta
have
be.
Man
Yes,
Metallos.
that's
yeah.
so
Fight fire with fire.
Unfortunately, if the Shazam kids show up, then it's just all over really quickly.
Yeah.
One thing
Yeah.
when I flicked through that then was, I understand as comics you gotta not worry about these things, but the whole family's just at home watching TV or
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
Like what? Not any crime, not anybody in danger.
That's the supers.
You know,
Just one of them
Right?
being out there
100% on
is going
patrol
to save
or whatever,
everyone.
right?
Even the dog or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, just Crypto.
just a bit.
But Crypto's trying to steal chocolate from Supergirl.
Because if it's just Clark and Lois at home, or even Clark, Lois, and John when he was a kid,
Yeah.
he can, alright, he needs off times.
Yeah.
But when there's a whole house full of them,
Also,
That's Willie's time.
there are a couple times, when they're all chilling and they're hanging out together, someone's talking, I'm like,
which one?
is that Connor, or is that John, or is that
Right.
Kanan,
No,
or
it's
is
not.
that... Like
That's not very good
Yeah.
at separating them.
Yeah, because they all just look the same. It's a,
Racist.
dude with black hair.
What are the backups like? Did you read the backups?
Right.
I read the Jurgens one.
Yeah.
I didn't bother with the Power Girl
You
one.
didn't read the Power
No.
Girl psychiatrist one?
I didn't read the first one because
I
Power
told you
Girl.
what happened. Power Girl's a psychiatrist.
Yeah, that's the best occupation for Power Girl.
Yeah.
Is half of the book to my eyes are up here?
It would be weird because the patient's Supergirl, which is herself but younger.
Yes, yes.
That would be weird. Don't
Yeah.
say- yeah. Get you some thoughts there. Yeah, Jurgens one is cool. More of Jurgens writing John like he's a '90s kid. It's the
Yeah.
best. He's great. But Lee Weeks doing the art.
Yeah, that
it's
looks
great.
great.
It's amazing.
The Blue Earth stuff was something Jeff Johns did. When he
was
was
it?
doing Superman. Yeah, with Jeff Johns and Gary Frank.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like it was set in the future, and like Superman was missing. I don't know. It was good stuff when Jeff Johns was doing the Superman book. That was like the end of his arc.
Was it the new Krypton stuff, or was that something else?
No, it was like It's had to do with
Was it
like
just red and blue and that's it?
Legion as well.
Oh,
Because in the
okay.
future and no aliens and no. Yeah, it was. It
Oh,
was
because
real
it
good.
would 100% be a big deal, especially in America.
Yeah, man.
Let's
I
be
think
honest.
Superman was missing. They didn't realize Superman was the alien as well. Anyway, it was good stuff. They got trades. You read, get a Jeff Johns Superman stuff. That stuff was great.
I
Is
think
that
they've
something?
only got Last Son. Is there anything in print? I think.
I still haven't read that. I can put it.
If they ever do it, Dylan, get them.
Last Son was good because it's Last Son and the Brainiac.
Brainiac,
trade in
yeah.
one
Because I
trade.
bought Brainiac as the hardcover.
Yep.
initially.
That Brainiac stuff was great.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, no,
Where's freaking Brainiac in a movie? For fuck's sake.
yeah. Jeff Johns Superman stuff was great.
Yeah, that's
Just
all.
hurt by delays from the
No, yeah,
get-go
it took
with
a-
the
yeah.
Kubert stuff.
I think it was just Kubert and Gary.
Well, they got Well, the first thing they got Kubert and like, sure, I like Kubert. Put a book out. Well, maybe get a couple of Kubert books in first. So they did the same thing with Batman with the other Kubert at the same time. Captain America: Sentinel of Liberty. I say it every time. Some of the best art in comics.
Absolutely.
And layouts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
Really
layouts.
good.
is
Nobody's
what
doing
got me in
cooler
this-
stuff
in this
than her.
book. Look, that's
She's
that's
kicking
awesome.
ass when it's
Yeah.
good. It's some really cool MODOK stuff.
Yeah.
So scary, creepy MODOK.
They're badass in it, right?
Yes.
Um,
Just like in Ant-Man.
everybody gets their little interesting pages.
They tell him not to be a dick.
That's how they beat him. That's a secret.
Oh, at least he dies an Avenger.
What's with the creepy smiles on people?
He's doing mind game shit on people.
Yeah,
like
they're
he's in their
there,
heads,
Yeah.
using their memories against them. And you get to
Time
see
things.
some stuff, some first glimpse at the Redacted's kind of backstory stuff.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
I don't
In the
know.
brain and stuff.
Yeah,
with the needles
brain,
in the
Yeah,
brain.
It's not like
it's a
a
person.
But also, there's like a scroll on
Yes,
the operating table,
yes,
and was that like, what are they called, Brood or something?
Well, yes, Brood for
Brood.
sure. The Brood I was very interesting. Because
Yeah.
the scroll, you're like, okay, maybe that's where they're getting
The shapeshifter.
Yeah, right? But
Yeah.
the Brood, you're like,
That is
what?
weird.
Yeah, what's their deal?
They're aliens.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Xenomorphs.
Oh, okay, yes.
There's that
Essentially.
only couple because
And they just
they went
turn-
extinct. They got eradicated.
By the Shion.
It's not that turn,
They're back
turn,
in
turn him into
Yeah,
broods.
but it's not as
Because
much.
you had like
Yeah, yeah,
Wolverine
yeah.
brood and
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're back in the Captain Marvel X-Men crossover,
yeah.
right?
But they're not because they will just go in and just infect.
Like
and
that
just
alone,
take
that
over.
page. It's,
Oh,
Yeah.
it's sensational.
yeah.
You get, like, 2 pages of the new Destroyer. You get some emotion
Yeah.
and... Like, I just think they do good stuff. The Nick Fury page where, ooh,
Yeah.
government, is Nick... They're getting their hooks in the Nick a bit there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, because he seemed like all right with some of that.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
Which Nick?
Fury?
Tom?
Nick Jr.
You just saw him
Junior?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just making sure it wasn't the
because
other
it
one.
wouldn't.
Try.
If there was a real one, I wouldn't.
It's either January 6th, I think.
Yeah, very good.
Interesting.
And we've seen some designs.
Oh yeah, Sharon.
Yeah,
right.
coming up.
Sharon's got a new costume, and it's very much. She's got like a skull mask thing, like Destroyer
Yeah.
inspired. I wonder if they're gonna call her
Yeah,
Destroyer.
I
I
hope so.
think that would be
Lady
cool.
Destroyer.
Because
or
she's
something.
got no... She's like...
She's just Sharon.
Shield,
Carter.
Shield
yeah.
hasn't existed for 20 years. And she's just
Yeah.
agent of Shield,
Yeah.
not Shield.
She's like Black Widow too.
Yeah, blonde Black
3.
Widow. White
Other
outfit,
blonde
yeah.
Black
yes,
Widow.
yes.
White arachnid.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm down for her to have something. But the book's fantastic.
It's great.
She did the living spider.
Nitton, you read Stargirl?
I did.
Stargirl Lost Children?
Yeah.
Woo!
So good.
Last page, what's going on there?
I know. How is he the bad guy?
I don't know.
I haven't seen
Find
that.
out in
I haven't
issue
seen
5.
that Owlman in so
Long time.
long. Yeah,
Yeah, I knew you'd love it.
I did. You find out why the kids are missing
Yep.
in time.
Yep.
It's all Batman's fault.
Damn, that's a cool flash.
Yeah.
Fucking Batman. I told you.
It was
I told you
Batman's
so.
fault.
Fucking Batman.
Even when it was the immigrants, we knew it was Batman.
It's Corky. You just want to punch this kid in the face.
With his raccoon skin hat. Yeah.
Just so high and mighty.
But like
I'm a time master. I know what's going on.
they act like children.
Yeah.
It's great. Todd Knock art.
Always.
Beautiful.
His stuff is so good.
Just great. Like the story is great. The art is great.
So good.
And like,
The great. I wonder if they're gonna bring them back into the.
yeah, or some will, but like, because the whole little subplot with Stargirl's like, I don't know if we should be sending them all back to exactly where they came from.
Yes.
There's problems there.
Yeah.
Some of them are going to die if they go home.
Yes.
So there was definitely got plans for that.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, and you like find out who the mother, the childminder
Yeah,
is,
what
and
the
what
deal
she's
is.
doing and with the kids
She's
and
there,
stuff.
you know,
And
she's going to sell these kids.
Oh.
to Tylerco,
Yeah.
as in Sandman,
Owlman.
Owlman.
Oh,
Robot Android Owlman.
I don't know shit about Owlman.
Oh, it's from the Jeff John
1
JSA
million.
stuff, yeah.
But yeah, you're like, Robot Owlman?
Yeah, it's great.
Oh,
With that first line, he could have just been called the pedo. I'm here for the children.
because like, when I'm reading it, and it's like, Tylerco.
That's a mad.
And then you turn the page and you're like,
That's a
Yes.
mad design for the costume and everything.
yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It didn't last long, because John's came in when he got JSA.
yeah,
Like,
like
I'll have a real Owlman,
Yeah.
please.
yeah, the 1 million.
Because he's the 1 million
Yeah.
future. Yeah, but he still made it work.
Like the 1 million stuff was good.
There are some great designs.
And the story stuff was good too.
No special guest.
All right.
Thought we had
A book that we have praised
not here.
so many times.
Speaking of, maybe no spoilers for this one.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What's that a spoil?
No, because I'm waiting for the second trade.
Human Target issue 12.
I said it
The finale.
earlier.
So,
I still think it should have ended with 11
okay.
with the ambiguousness. This wasn't good. This wasn't bad. I liked it. It just I think it should have just ended with
It
11.
was a little anticlimactic,
Mm-hmm.
but I thought it had to be.
Yeah,
Tying up loose ends.
yeah,
Kind of stuff.
It felt like an epilogue issue.
yeah.
yeah.
It just like the noir stuff. It's good when it ends
Yeah, I
ambiguously.
agree. Because the end of that last issue,
Yeah.
oh man, I would have been way okay with that to be a finish.
And like I was on like 2 sort of pages made it up for me.
Guy Gardner?
Guy Gardner and the Manhunter stuff.
Oh, yeah. The Manhunt stuff was pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
How
And
about we just look about this stuff first, and we'll maybe get to
Yes.
your stuff later.
And you don't even say nothing to
that,
them.
and the very last panel with her face.
Yeah.
It was
But
the,
like-
it just reminded me of Eddie Murphy. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, should have ended with 11.
I would say that's not fair. I was going to say the worst issue of the whole 12 parts, but worst is probably not right, but at least exciting. It was what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you're reading this as the trade, you're still going to enjoy it.
Oh, for
you're still going to
sure.
get a lot
You
out of
pump
it.
them through.
Yeah,
you
if you've
pump
got
them
them all.
through.
Yeah.
But the fact that it was a month to wait after we got that brilliant issue 11, I still really enjoyed this book.
Oh, it doesn't take
No,
anything
no,
away
no,
from the
not at
series.
all.
Series is
Not at
great.
all.
Fantastic series. Buy the trade, buy the single issues.
But it's
And-
the first time you've just gone, oh yeah, okay. It's over now.
Yeah.
Man, I had all of the issues in my hand and I was looking at all the covers together. It's just, covers are beautiful.
That's better fantastic.
I have
Yeah.
to say this last cover is probably the most disappointing.
Yes.
It's not the same.
It's definitely
Yeah, it doesn't
not.
have the vibe,
No,
right?
not at all, to be honest. And I understand it because case closed essentially. But yeah, I obviously it wasn't going to have the brightness of the other ones.
'Cause it's gone for too much of a noir cover.
Yeah, which
100%.
was
Instead of the
It's like a pulp. It's a
60s.
pulp
Yeah.
fiction novel cover.
Yeah, instead of the Mad Men style
Yeah.
that we've been getting.
The art in that book was just phenomenal.
Oh, it's the little things.
Like when she's just sitting in the ocean.
Yes. Or when her and Fire
With the
sit
bottle?
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just this, like, sit back. Like, man, it was good.
Can't say enough.
Just-
Literally can't say enough about this book right now.
Yeah, it's like one of the best series that came out last year, even though it finishes this year.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
But, yeah.
Amazing.
The delay that sort of pushed into this year.
Yeah.
Still, good book.
Fantastic.
Well, plus
Should've
the one
finished
shot
at
though, it was
Yeah.
so 13.
13
it was
issues.
still only probably 4 to 5 months later at most. So yeah,
All right.
Perfect.
Last book of the pile. Where Monsters Lie, issue 2.
From Dark Horse.
You want a
Such
fun
good book.
comic?
Oh,
Get on board.
so good.
if you want a fun comic and you've got a strong stomach, this is the book for you.
So it's a community of serial killers who, at the end of the last issue, cops rocked up because they figured it out.
Well, the
One
first-
got away,
yeah,
last girl got away, and cops rock up, and
Final
then
girl.
They deal with
serial
it.
killers do what the serial killers
Yeah.
do.
They deal with it.
The big thing was the cop. Like, his deal
Yeah,
was
he was-
fantastic.
I was like, okay, we keep track of our final girls.
Yes.
That's the
Yeah.
So good. A coward. He'd want mum and sister copped it. Man.
What the fucked up?
But the fact was he left it.
Yeah.
He loves a reunion.
How fucked up Daniel is with the fairgrounds.
Yes,
How everyone's
yes,
all
yes.
dead and like the carousel of half fucked up bodies. It's a good book. Such a good book. So fun.
Or the puppet chick.
Yeah.
That she was a survivor.
Yeah.
Because that's her deal.
Oh.
He kept coming, and now she's like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Because he kept coming, it shows true love.
Yeah.
That's some messed up shit, right?
Yeah, I'm happy the clown like
Yeah, you
gets to
fine.
use and play Brad.
It's my time to shine.
Yeah, it's like yes. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, the first issue was not what I expected, but I really liked it. And this one, because you knew what you're getting,
Yeah.
it was just okay, and they just went all the way. Because the other thing with the first one, you're like, well, we're getting to the end already, sort of thing.
Felt like it.
You know, you're like, how is this?
And then it got to the point where it's we've only just
Yeah, yeah,
begun.
yeah.
Especially with the young kid running off in the cop car.
Yes.
And the barn. What the hell's in the barn?
Oh, the kid's
that's
smart.
a-
Like, nope.
Yep,
Yep,
not
nope.
having it.
Yeah, you
That's a
can
dog
tell he's not a
for
white
sure.
kid.
Yeah.
Because white kid would have went, oh, let's get a bit closer and have a look. Jesus.
What do you think it is?
Kids do.
Oh, it's a dog.
It's a dog.
That's a tall dog.
Oh yeah, it's that.
So we're getting like a Cujo
Yeah.
sort of deal.
Yeah,
That's what it
it's
is.
that.
Okay.
That's
It's like a bear.
Oh wait, no, there was another.
Yeah, there's like a
Yeah.
panel of
Eyes.
thin eye, yeah.
There's also another one.
Anyway, book is great.
Yeah, it's fun. Very fun.
I love how the head of the friggin' homeowners association, she has not phased at
Yeah.
all.
Ah, she's great.
Yeah.
She's great. Dylan, anything else?
Yeah, I caught up on a couple of things from the last couple of weeks. Masters of the Universe, Masterverse. If you want to read that, that was cool, man. Like the Kelly Jones.
Kelly Jones
so
one was fantastic.
Cool. I'm trying to remember. It was the Kelly Jones and the Sergio
Yes.
one. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Sergio was fun.
The Sergio was good, just a little too long.
Yes.
A couple of pages shorter, and I would have been like, this is
Yeah.
fun.
And I love
The way it was, I was like,
like the art and the framing story is so good too.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah,
want
yeah.
a whole story of that. That was cool. I feel like I read something else, but I can't remember what it was. So I suppose that was it.
I should take home this week.
Yeah, I can't remember. Dave?
Nothing.
Then,
No.
Tommy, didn't anything?
Yeah, what I read.
No, you didn't read anything else. I read Purple Oblivion 3 and 4. That book is just ridiculous. They're now harvesting the... Just FYI as a catch-up, they're harvesting the leeches inside the guys' bodies now that the dominatrix is getting for them. So now this leech is up to its perfect purple gooiness form. So now the major doctor that's there, his son that's got the mouth on the back of the neck, they can now inject the purple goo into the back of the neck so his creature that's inside him can grow. I have no idea what the fuck is going on in this book. It is amazing.
I see.
Firstborn's is much better, but this is still crazy and fun. The art's ridiculous. Purple Oblivion. Enjoy. That's about it.
That's it for you too, Jason?
Yeah, that was it.
All right.
Do a Powerbomb trade came out this week, so if you haven't bought it
Book
yet,
of the
buy
year.
now.
Yes.
Unanimous miniseries of the year.
It's alright.
Weird.
It's
I
a
haven't sold any
masterpiece.
yet, except for the people that pre-asked.
I sold a couple.
Well, I bought all the single issues.
Yeah, I bought the trade as well. Buy the trade.
Yeah, be a sucker like Newton.
Yeah, hardcover though. Maybe hardcover trade.
You should really do
No,
hardcovers.
yeah, they do. We
Did
just
you?
don't get them in.
Right.
Get one.
Don't know fit on a shelf that easy.
You make your books smaller.
Yeah, you got like the Murder Falcon. They got their deluxe.
All right.
Yeah.
They're not huge. They're just they're not.
bad.
They're alright.
There you go. But
Speaking of hardcovers, did you get your Hallows? Helos?
No.
yes,
Oh.
it's in my box.
Halo?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Yeah, it's in my
Probably
standard
your
box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Must be Barry Wayne, goddamn Joe Winnick.
You never get that.
I know. But it's just slap in the face every time that comes out.
He's just
I know, but it doesn't say fuck.
I know.
point.
That's what I mean.
And it's not even that, actually. You know what it is? I could handle if it was Barry Wayne without the swearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Jeremy's hard to
Yeah. You can have Jeremy.
lacking. Sorry.
Okay.
Buy Barry Ween too.
Yes, do that. Some of you losers wasted your time watching Mandalorian season 3. How was it?
It's okay.
Crikey.
Okay.
Just okay.
Not
Yeah.
even okay, to be honest.
Like that turtle crocodile thing was cool.
Yeah, it's cool action, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need action because we live here and this is our cave, but we don't realise there's a giant fucking crocodile.
It just seemed too big for the
It's fucking
body
dumb.
of water.
All of a sudden coming out.
Yeah,
starting
Yeah,
to
and
and,
it just...
and look, if they were in a spot where like it didn't look like that's where they had their forge, which is exactly where it was, like the inside the tunnel, which is where the forge was, where she made the helmet. That how bad did the helmet going on the head, and then
Oh,
they made the sound? It's like I can still almost see that kid's chin.
And the whole thing, like Like, 'cause, yeah, it's some cool action shit and
But
whatever.
how are they going to kill it if Mando hadn't
Yeah, that's
come?
right. Oh, and, like,
Because
just...
the flamethrower's doing fuck all.
They keep teasing the kid doing something, too.
Yeah.
But they didn't do anything.
Besides trying to eat little dudes.
And it's like sort of not really. It sort of made you think it was like, oh, this is how Mando got initiated. Until Mando came in saved the day, because it was like,
Yeah, it looked like Flash could have been a
Yeah,
flashback.
yeah, yeah.
100%. Oh, I was worried at the start when she's making the armor that it was for Grogu.
Nah.
Straight up, I'm like, oh no.
It's
And then he's got his own little pod, and then he crawls down, and then the next thing you see is like later in the episode, Grogu between his legs. So we were talking about it earlier in the week. If something happens and where Grogu is compromised and gets shot, he's dead too. Because the kid just crawls straight
no,
through.
it's just some sort of like lock.
There's an
between the
airlock.
thing. Yeah.
Of course there is.
There's airlock bulkheads in
And
the tunnel.
technically, it's supposed to be for a droid, so he shouldn't
But the starship doesn't need anything in there. Like, it's just a
Yeah.
tunnel without
Yeah,
having
yeah.
some
So-
kind of circuitry.
Yeah, because with the
Structural-
astromech unit in there, you wouldn't have that tunnel.
Computers.
That's correct.
So did he
What's
custom
got ripped
make
out?
make
Probably.
a tunnel for
Yeah.
the little
Oh,
Grogu?
strange with candy.
Yeah.
Hold it out for it.
Oh, to be honest, as you see the starship, you're just like, just bring back the goddamn.
The big freighter
The
thing.
fighter was excellent.
Yeah, but
It's
he's
practical.
not a bounty hunter
I
anymore, so he
know,
doesn't
but
need.
But it's more practical.
I know.
He did rebuild it.
And it looks
right?
way more badass.
They did actually.
It's just so generic Star Wars.
Yeah.
And it was just plain silver. In
Yeah.
those first couple of episodes where he was just landing on those planets randomly, it just looked really
Yeah.
cool. Now this just looks like.
And I get, alright, the Razor Crest is gone,
Yeah.
and you want to sell new toys, right?
Yeah.
It's
Make a
choice.
new
But like,
thing.
just something
Yeah.
like,
Just
Oh, I don't know.
upgrade
There's
it.
not that
That's
many
all you
like,
get.
ships and stuff in Star Wars, so it'd be hard to make
I
a
would
new
love
one.
it if every season he got a new ship.
yeah,
Every
well,
season he gets
fine.
destroyed,
Because
he
we
gets a
know
new
it's your
ship.
toys.
It's got to be like the Falcon. Like the Falcon.
Yeah.
Why
Okay,
it's
surprise.
so iconic is it's not fancy and sleek,
Yes.
and it's more utilitarian.
Yeah, like it was Joe Johnson,
Custom.
right?
Yeah.
That designed it, and
Yes.
he was like, "How do I make something that looks new and
Yeah.
different?" And what was the story? Like he saw like a bowl or something.
Upside down.
Yeah, and
You
he's
put
like,
two bowls together.
yeah, he put two balls together.
I'll make that.
Oh, cool! I'll just put some shit on the front.
Because they had to do it that
Yeah.
weekend.
I'll put the cockpit on the side because that's different too, instead of putting it in the middle.
And then just started putting some antennas on top and shit.
Yeah. Put some greebling and shit on it.
So
Here
that's
it's
where,
like, oh, someone made something cool 20 years ago.
Yeah,
Let's
he's
just
gonna make
use that.
hitting the boo.
so that's
it's
where
shiny.
that's where it starts, and then we get a complete recap of the recap. Did anyone notice that? Like they go through the recap and talk
I just
about
skip all that.
well, but it's been a year, so I'll listen.
Yeah.
And then she goes in and you took your helmet off and you did this and you're going to go to the. It's like well, you just said this 2 seconds ago, but okay, cool.
It's
So-
for people who skipped.
Then
Yeah.
bloody oath, I really wish I had.
Gotcha.
And then Carl Weathers is around.
Can I say, God damn, that city, whew,
Real fast.
real fast.
Yeah.
It's unrecognizable to me.
I don't
So,
I'm
so
like,
the city was
they've
the,
gone to somewhere different. Like, no,
Yes.
it's the same place.
in the second episode where they had a shoot down. We've taken
Yeah,
the
yeah,
titties.
and it was like a desert town.
It
Yeah,
is
yeah.
flourishing.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how long has it been?
Yeah, that's the thing. How long has it been?
2+6. I don't know.
In Mando's time, it can't be more than like a year.
Year and a bit, I'd say. A
You
year
don't
and
go
a
to
bit.
space tech, they can make shit.
So
Wait,
Gina
come on,
Carano
no,
gets one line and she's dead
Yeah, off panel.
off panel.
Wow.
At least they like didn't kill her off.
Yeah.
She got recruited by special forces or something.
Oh, she didn't get killed?
Oh, that's
No,
right. No, not
But-
killed.
Oh.
I don't know why you even bothered to bring it up, though,
Yeah.
because it was not that
Some people would have
necessary.
been
Well,
like,
no one. We didn't mention where Horatio Sands' character was, so you know, let's if we're going to delve into it, I want to know where everybody is.
yeah, but that's like
I'm joking.
important,
Yeah.
sort of. Anyway,
Did I see droids carrying his cape? Was that real?
Yes.
Yes.
That was okay.
he's High Magistrate of Newtown now.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're a
Okay.
trade wreck.
And they've got droids carrying. Okay.
Oh, and he's very.
He's
Look at
enjoying
me.
it.
Oh, okay,
He's-
so-
Yeah,
no.
he's got his own bust statue in.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
he's-
all right.
He's
He's
like,
loving
I'm
it.
the big dick.
Okay, that works.
Yeah,
All right.
Droids carry the dick too.
Yeah.
So it's like this is setting up, storyline points. The pirates, he's got enemies with pirates,
Space pirates?
space pirates, who came into town to have a drink, but it's a legitimate town now, so fuck
It's a
off
school
pirates.
now.
Yeah, it's cool now.
No,
Like
we
the
want to
bar
drink
where
in the
they
school.
wanted to drink.
They
Yeah,
couldn't
that
drink
was
down the
so
road. It was
forced.
the dumbest
Yeah.
argument on why we're going to have a fight. It was literally a bar down the road, but what used to be a bar is now a school, and that's where they wanted to drink because of history.
But why couldn't you just have them at a bar and then they cause
They cause
rowdiness,
shit.
right?
Because they're pirates.
Yeah, the whole it's a school and Yeah, like the Hallows.
Yeah, that's just so like.
So then he kills 4 of them. They start up and up, and Mando kills 4 of them.
Oh
and then,
wow.
Okay, no, they were going to shoot first. That was the thing.
Of course.
But yeah.
Because they were going to.
No, you said he kills people.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
And then
That's old Mando.
Yeah, that's right. And then we get a space chase fight with
Which was cool,
a
in an asteroid field.
asteroid field out of nowhere, which is cool. It's just
Most fightless.
it was just plot point and then action, little plot point action.
And
Just
then he
to-
goes sees Bo-Katan on the planet where she's.
Wait,
by herself.
no.
No.
Before he leaves,
Yeah,
he's got to get his IG back.
thank you.
Oh yeah.
Because he was going back to Mandalore and he needs like
He told me.
a backup, I guess.
I'm just sick of. I was ranting to you about this. Like, just writers of stuff these days that just can't let go of characters.
Ah.
Yeah.
Like, just
That's
let
a
them
great
die.
death!
Just
Great
exactly.
scene!
You were taking away from what you achieved
Yep.
before, right?
Yep.
By like just taking it. Oh, actually, I want to bring this character
Yeah,
back.
I think it could be as well if that robot had been, that droid had been voiced by just a random person, not the person that directed the episode.
Yeah.
That droid probably wouldn't come back.
Yeah.
But
Well, he didn't direct this episode.
no, he didn't. But it was more the Taker did that. He still wants to do shit. Let's bring him
And this is
back.
before Thor come out and tanked and
Jackpot.
If they'll make it now, I'll be like, nah, it's right.
The thing is, though,
He's a golden child. though.
he's a droid.
Yeah.
So you could just have a different IG unit show
Yes.
up. You
He's
just,
the
I
only
know.
one he trusts, even though when they bring it back online, it's back to old protocols and tries to kill Grogu within the first 2 seconds.
oh wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, like he could have just gone to the droid shop and be like, "Hey, IG unit, that one's cool.
Also,
Only IG
They
unit."
don't make IG units apparently.
also,
Fucking hell.
like, pirates are going to shoot first. Mando, bang, boop, 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 dead. Quick draw where they're standing.
Oh, yeah.
Can't kill a robot that's dragging itself across
Yeah,
the
it's
ground.
half a droid.
Half a droid with a head.
Oh, was it
dragging-
like Terminator?
Yeah,
Yes,
dragging
yes.
itself towards Grogu,
That
and
was
he's had
cool.
like 6 shots at it.
That
Oh,
thing
and they beat it by the bus gets the other droid throws the bust off, knocks the bust off,
Oh.
Yeah.
pushes his head. Oh, yay!
The C-3PO rip-off droid.
You got new droid Smiths. I like the little.
Well, they're from
Yeah.
the last movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, Grogu tried to eat him. Woo!
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he goes and sees Bo-Katan.
Well, no, he leaves the here to get a new memory chip for the IG because that's what they need.
They don't make him anymore.
Yeah, can't be found. I'm gonna go find this, and then he just stops to see Bo-Katan, and I'm like, "Aren't you on a mission?" And she's sitting.
Oh,
She's got her castle, right? It's a Mandalorian castle on not Mandalore, but she's there by herself, and she's got a throne, and she's just casually sitting there waiting for Mando. Like, what does she do all day? Just sit there?
Nothing. I don't
Hold
know
on.
anything.
No, but
Because all the people left because she didn't have the
which
dark
I
saber.
understand. It's
Yeah.
just the pose was so.
cringe.
She's not doing something.
No, she's just
Like,
hanging around by herself.
Sitting on a throne.
I don't know. I feel like in goddamn
I think
video
it's just
games.
That's what it
it's
looks
not
like.
like she's lazy. I think it's like a
No, she
more
was.
bitter.
Yes,
sort of
yeah,
like
yeah,
she's
sure.
bitter 'cause she just
She was having a
Yeah, but she
bitter
would gardening or
rage on
something.
the house.
Jesus.
In,
But yeah, I just like she.
I think because
saw
she knew
that.
Bando, she just came and sat on the throne and just.
Oh, that's true. I guess she does know
Oh,
he's there.
I guess.
He's out of the
I don't
shit.
think she's in there all day.
But it's just so.
Yeah.
like
It's
posy.
more of a,
Yeah.
it's more of a.
Do you have the dark saber still?
Yeah, it's more
Hey,
like
can I
a
have it?
Yeah.
Do you mind?
sullen, bitter sort of
Yeah, yeah.
sitting because everyone left.
Yeah, like in video games starting like freaking 2007, like Oblivion, right? NPCs are doing stuff, right? They're not just standing there waiting for
Yes.
you. Like they're at the blacksmith and they're doing stuff.
Because it makes it more real.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's a flourishing town. That's the whole
Yeah.
point. They're not just standing there waiting.
Yeah, you don't have that thought of like, hey, they're just standing there
Stop.
waiting.
Ralph with his
It's
microwave
super
dinner.
dumb as well because he's like at the last season, it's like take it, and she's like,
They're going to win
It
in
must
battle,
be white.
which is fine.
Yeah, that's there.
And you can't
Well,
challenge him or
Well,
something.
she's happy to take a mask off though. Like,
Yeah, that's
she-
right.
Yeah,
She
but
does
like,
know
that's
the rules.
but that's the thing. That's like they're a cult.
Yeah, that's the extreme rules,
Yeah,
right? Like,
they're a cult.
yeah.
The rest of the Mandalorians, they took their masks, their helmets off.
Yeah.
That is just like a cult of keep your helmet on.
But I also had an issue with. Okay, so the whole deal is Mandalore's destroyed. The Mandalorians are scattered and hiding and living in goddamn space stations and shit. And she's got a whole castle on a goddamn empty planet.
Hey guys,
Why
is
are
there
they
somewhere to
not-
live?
Yeah, why are they not there?
Oh man, there's so many.
Yeah, so it doesn't tell you. Do you know what planet it is?
No.
They mentioned it. It's like one of the, like
some random
Mandalore system or something.
Yeah, it's in the Mandalore system.
Okay.
It's almost like you just don't
So
want
it's next door.
You don't want to scratch the surface because you don't want the answers because there's no answers there.
Yeah. Oh, it's very surface. Very surface.
As I said, a little bit of plot,
Yeah.
action.
Yeah, just setting up
It's just
plot points for like future episodes.
it would be cool if she had a castle
Yeah.
kind of thing. That's it.
And
Should
without
have dragon
thinking,
too.
well, why don't they all live there?
Yeah. So it's literally just her.
Just
Yeah, because her crew's left because she doesn't have the.
So they, no, she she didn't know the Star Saber, so they're all there.
Okay.
They're all,
Even though they're with her before she had
Yeah,
it, but anyway.
she never had
But
it.
they're all just going to be
but
mercenaries
then
or whatever.
yeah.
And like obviously, yeah, it's all very groundwork for the season,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I understand. But why
Just-
is she here by herself on a planet?
Yeah.
The worst part is coming off Endor and great writing, good just suspense, a little bit slower, but it didn't matter. You back to pew pew pew.
Yeah, but also it's not enough pointing Leonardo for
No,
a lot of people.
100%. Like the salacious crumbs in the trees and all the. And they look digital as shit. I thought we were using real puppets and stuff here. And Grogu looked terrible. Like the way the puppeting of him in this episode, especially when it comes down and then the next thing you just see him in the little hover. Like,
It's
like-
like when
it's
Mando
almost-
just froze the plush toy to Apollo Creed. You're like, what?
In the first season, that was kind of part of the charm, right? But it
yeah,
wasn't that
but
bad,
It looked
right?
good. It looked
Yeah, yeah,
better.
yeah.
This just looks tacky. Or starting to look tacky personally.
you look at it and you're like, oh, cool. It kind of looks like a puzzle, like the
practical.
old school
Yeah.
kind of
But
days.
this one it looked.
Okay.
I think because he's supposed to be getting older,
Yeah.
he's not
Oh,
that
sorry.
easier to.
What's your reaction?
Okay.
So when Mando's trying to get the new IG memory chip, he's sitting in the little house of the little dudes that Grogu tries to eat, those new guys from the movie.
I like straight away you knew he was going to try to eat him, and you're like, oh, what a gag.
But they're in there talking a broken English that
Oh,
you
yeah.
that the audience can understand, but Mando can't understand. So Carl Weathers keeps chiming in from outside saying they want you to do this and they need this. But by the end of the conversation, it's like Mando's getting upset with him doing that because he understands him. He's like, okay, I get it. It's like, well, 2 seconds ago you couldn't understand these guys.
Well, at first they were speaking.
first
They
they
were
speaking
speaking
their
whatever
language.
language they were speaking.
I
That's
can-
why you asked, can you
No,
speak
yeah,
Chinese?
the first time when, because we talked about it before I'd watched it.
Yeah.
Their first lines of dialogue was all subtitled. They were
Yeah.
not speaking.
But then they said a couple of other things which I could understand, and Mando's like, I don't know what they're saying. And Carl Weathers comes down and says, "What?
Now, pretty much, I thought before the first Carl Weathers
Yeah.
was all their language.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then after Carl Weathers,
And Carl,
why he keeps
because
explaining
that's
makes
the
no sense.
joke.
joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's like, I understand what they're saying.
I understand weird little dudes better than they do, I guess. Because I can understand the first few words when they're saying, and I'm like, okay. And then then he gets angry. I'm like, couldn't understand it 2 seconds ago. Fuck up, but okay, fair enough. I'll concede that one.
Their first batch before Carl Weathers was
We'll
all
agree to disagree on that
language.
one. So yeah, then
That's about it.
that's about it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was surprised how short it was. Like, I was
37
like, oh, the credits are over.
37
Yeah.
minutes.
Oh, all right.
Did they do the art and stuff at the end? 'Cause I just
Yeah.
had to struggle.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
They did.
That's done.
Yeah.
But I was done. I didn't like the last season.
No, no.
Yeah.
You know, I
I like the loop.
hey, that
Except-
was
Oh,
actually,
wait.
Except when he moved.
that was the end of this first season, right?
No,
Second season.
Because then there was Boba Fett. As
Yeah,
as-
Boba Fett.
As two and a half.
Yeah.
Because I
Which was
was
shit.
over season 2. Well,
Because
like,
the
the
end of
Luke
season-
was the final straw
In
for
the
me.
season 1 was an IG blew himself up.
Yeah. Because the first season was good. I thought the second season was. It's because it was just the same shit
Yeah.
over.
Luke was
And
the
it
only
took all his
thing
nuts.
that I like.
Yeah. And because I didn't like the Luke thing. I was like, eh.
Yeah, they
I
just
just thought
threw
that was
it in
just
because
so-
like, oh, we
yeah.
need ratings.
Like, oh, Luke, okay. And then Boba Fett came out and that was shit.
I think everyone needs a rancor.
And then tell the audience 10 episodes before he writes it that he's going to write it.
Mm.
Instead of just dropping
Don't
that
want to
shit.
bury the lead.
Yeah. Okay.
It just feels more and more like a show that had one season story.
Mm,
And it was cool.
yeah.
And now
It's lost.
it was so hot, yep. We
Lost.
got to just keep it going.
Yeah.
Well, there's
And because a big part of the audience will just eat it up.
well,
Oh,
there's great
neither.
figures we made.
Yeah.
Just need to turn into an SB.
I'd watch that Star Wars.
All right.
Bring nice tea into it. I'll watch it.
Okay, we got an episode of The Last of Us, episode 7. You didn't watch this?
I did not.
Two
So
left.
you've got 2 to catch up on.
Wow, I'm
so
done.
you're done, right?
Say,
You're a
mate,
mushroom man.
There's a good chance I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be Jason and Rice.
It was that white goddamn hoodie, bro. That was it.
Final
I
straw.
couldn't take it after that. Fuck.
This episode was flashback stuff for Ellie. I think it was based on like DLC that came out for the first game, and it was good. It was pretty emotional, but again,
Wait.
Okay.
You get nothing of. Is it all flashback?
It is all flashback.
The fuck, bro?
Yeah, that was-
done.
that was my
I can
kinda-
skip that episode, mate.
Yeah, so you can skip that episode. What's the next one?
That was kind of my
Let's do it
issue
one on the
with
catch
it.
up.
Like,
Garbage.
Yeah, just catch
Like,
up on
it's-
the one you missed.
it's not as bad as the Bill
Yeah,
one
yeah.
because this is relevant, more relevant because it's Ellie. She's a central character and stuff.
But I find this, without watching it, that's even worse, but because where it left.
Yeah, I just
This one. What's the next one?
He's missed 2.
It's missed 2.
No, he's missed one.
There's one today.
There's one today.
yeah, one new one today.
Yeah, so yeah.
So he doing
It's
this, so
sort
you
of
can't
both
watch it.
right, yeah.
Whatever. If you
You know? Okay.
I'm
saying
I'm
he's
sorry.
missed
I'd
2.
actually prefer to hear them to argue about which episode it was than you talk about the episode.
I can't remember what we're talking about. What were we talking
So
about?
the Joel
Bill?
part,
Last of Us.
where like that's the big.
Oh, well, you see him bleeding out on the floor, and then Ellie has a flashback for the whole episode.
Fuck.
Um,
Oh, fuck.
I wish I had watched it on
yeah, so I felt like
so much better.
I don't know. You couldn't give me this at the beginning, yeah.
I just feel that's cheap.
Yeah, structure it in a way.
Yeah.
Did she then wake
To
up?
stretch out that, what's happening to
Yeah,
Joel? That's
exactly.
fucking cheap.
Yeah, it wasn't a big.
So why did they do a flashback? Just like
But Joel's dying.
I know that, but why did they go?
It's just how because she's immune, right?
Yeah.
So it shows you when she got bitten and what happened with all of that, and this friend that she had and all this other stuff. And
So it's
yeah.
gone to
Does that mean
the
she took
second
mushrooms
game,
that wouldn't affect
right?
her?
What?
It's gone to the second game, right?
No.
Well, you mentioned there was a
but
bit
if
from the
Theo
second
got
game
shot,
last
what
week.
happens in the second game, right?
No.
Didn't you say there was a bit from
That's
the
not how
second
he
game
dies
that
in the
was in
second
last week's episode?
It was.
I
That's
don't know
how-
how he dies like right now because
He
I
did
haven't
he-
watched it.
Did
I
say
thought he was dying here.
Yeah, did I say he
He
died?
just got shot.
He's
Like,
got
you
shot,
don't
I
die.
know.
You can
Hey,
survive
he got
gunshots.
injured.
Dave.
50 Cent got shot 9 times.
You got injured. In the previous episode, you got a town that was in the second
Right.
game that they're kind of so the
Taking
seeds
this from.
here just to
Nice.
read it a bit more.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah,
Because it's
exactly.
different. Because
Yeah.
you know, right?
Yeah,
First
and
game you make on one.
exactly, and it takes 3 or 4 years to make the sequel. So now tying it together, really good move.
Is it actually Johnson coming
Episode 9.
So the last one.
Yeah, Troy is in this week's
All right.
episode 8. I'm looking forward to that.
Does mushrooms affect her?
Mushroom.
Yeah, so she took mushrooms, would they affect her if she's immune to the virus?
Probably. Okay. Now let's go. Let's
So hang on, so
Yeah?
the latest episode that came out today, is that episode 8?
Yes.
So there's one more next week and that's it?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Maybe I can.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you only get to skip
yeah.
one, watch the one that comes out today,
Yeah, because there's no flashback.
and then
it
you're
doesn't really-
sweet. Yeah.
We'll see.
And they'll have a recap at the start of the episode, likely, right?
I don't think they have been actually.
What a shame. Recap of a flashback of the...
Yeah.
Whole episode I heard is a bit of a worry for me too. I might get in
Yeah.
trouble.
I feel like you should have just. This should have been episode 1 or something.
Sure.
Not episode 1 because that was a good episode 1. Episode 2.
Because
Yeah.
all the flashbacks were my favourite parts early on.
Yeah. But-
Flashback I heard.
Yeah,
and she's young,
Yeah.
so it's like everything's already still happened. So it's just
Yeah.
everything in the QZ and shit. There was Mortal Kombat in it. That was cool. Mortal Kombat 2. I go to an arcade and play Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh, I was hoping it was the techno song from the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, if only. Okay, let's move on to something that is cinematic masterpiece. All right?
Did you watch...
Yeah, I watched Terminator.
Did you watch Morbius again, did you?
Watch Terminator. Okay, Jason's round is time travel movies. I picked a movie I hadn't seen before. It is called Timecop, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, who likes to do the splits and show you that he can do
Yes.
the splits.
Are you going to get him out of the way? 'Cause you can't do them now. I don't think.
The high kicks that are very impractical. Just kick him in the
That-
fucking
that's-
knee or something.
That was John Melvin and Dan, bro.
Yeah.
Splits and high kicks.
That's what you're paying for.
Yeah.
That's right.
And Mia Sara from...
Oh
First
my
World.
god.
Yes.
Like a third Miyasara movie we've seen.
Yes.
What's his other one?
I'll probably the second one.
Yeah, Legend.
Yeah, we didn't watch
Oh,
Ferris
yeah,
Bueller,
Legend.
but she was in there.
This movie is amazing.
I really like it.
Yeah,
It wasn't as bad as I remember it being.
Like the beginning of it with the Confederate
Yeah.
stuff, the Civil War stuff, and then the politics stuff. It's pretty serious, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh wow,
Yeah.
this is cool. And then Jean-Claude shows up, and then it turns into fucking kindergarten cop and fucking what?
Just the junk.
Not even no, it turns into Power Rangers when they're in Angel Grove and running around.
Read it.
Yeah, the fuck.
The bit where like he's getting shot at with all like the petrol, like
Yeah,
cans
what
around
the
him,
fuck?
Oh yeah.
And you go,
That's some good stuff.
it takes
And then
the
he's
fork-
using one as
cover.
cover.
Yeah, that's great. How
On
good
the
was that?
forklift.
How good was that?
Fuck
God.
me.
That was excellent.
There's enough time to like, oh, I'll start the engine, I'll get it moving, I'm gonna turn it this way,
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna
so
hop on,
good.
I'm gonna get...
Yeah, because the side of this forklift gives me a lot of cover. It's not open.
Yeah, yeah, so good.
The other dude's just a shit shot.
Yeah.
He just spraying bullets.
They're
bro.
all terrible.
And when he's like, when the guy's walking through, like when he meets up back with his missus, it's like, I'm from future, trust me, love you, whatever. And they hide in a room, and the guy's like walking through the hallway, it's like, you
Yeah,
wouldn't
bother-
check that
yeah.
room? Like,
No.
I just love the fact that she doesn't recognise him because
yeah.
it's 10 years later, and the only difference is he's got a little scar and a mullet. Mullet equals 10 years
To me, like, he looked older
in the early.
in the early
Yeah.
than now.
My favourite bit of the movie where I was yelling at the TV was after the bad guy has changed time and taken over the company.
Oh, the bad guy that we
Yeah,
know is
yeah.
a bad guy from the first
Yeah, yeah,
5
yeah.
seconds he's on screen.
No, it's
Yeah,
Ron Silver. Of course, he's a
Yeah,
bad
okay.
guy.
But then, how come the dude with the tech guy who wants to fuck robots now is all proper because some other dude's richer?
But
Wait,
butterfly
what-
effect.
fucking
Yeah.
what?
That's how it works.
He's
Also,
a crab.
Jean-Claude remembers everything for plot
Yeah,
reasons.
like-
Except when he, in the end, where he doesn't remember his
And-
family
yeah.
or his kid.
Because I was like, how do you do that? You have to explain to the missus. So, what's the kid's name? What's
Yeah.
like, you have to tell her
So-
and then get everything told to
So
you.
technically speaking,
Yes.
there is a version of Jean-Claude Van Damme with all of the memories, and now he does not exist anymore.
Yes.
That person
Mhm.
that
He
got
had
married
those
to that
memories.
woman is the father of that child.
Yes.
Has ceased to exist, and he's been replaced by this invader.
You should have all these memories.
Yes.
Or at least the ones prior
Well,
to.
but same like the one where I was bitching about the Sariyama dude.
Yeah.
Same with the boss. The boss doesn't even remember who Jean-Claude Van Damme is. We used to be friends,
Yeah.
but he works there still.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know he's just come back from a mission.
And the dumb
Why-
thing
like,
is,
yeah,
they
They
had all
just
this,
don't have the same relationship that they had.
yeah, I know.
I know, it's
but
stupid.
It's just a stretch.
but they had all this tech to determine. It's like, oh, okay, something goes wrong at this point
Yeah.
because like the graph on the
Yeah.
display, but they can't do it for this. Like,
I also understand this is the whole plot point that the president has power. That's fine. But in this world, really, power is one thing, but money will get you a long, long way. So in 1994, to build up $50 million to do a public servant's job at $250,000 a year, I think I'd probably just keep the 50 mil if I figured out time travel.
Yeah, but he's an ego type of dude.
Yeah.
You know, he's like the Trump thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't need to be
it's
president.
not the money, it's the power.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
but the
look
whole,
at me.
The whole Trump thing was was Obama saying you're never going to be here.
Yeah.
That was.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it, but I'm like, I just take the 50 mil clear, thanks, and
Yeah.
go back in time, get a couple of
because he could control.
Yeah,
whatever
a couple
he
of
wanted to
Neanderthal
happen.
women and bring
He
it
wants
back.
people to know he controls things.
Yeah. It's
You know?
about power and control, not the money.
Yeah.
Money,
Look at me, look at me.
Money helps facilitate the power and
Right,
the
right,
control.
right.
Built
Also-
the biggest bank ever.
Okay, so to go back in time, you get into the
Yes.
little really cool spaceship
Yes,
thing.
yes.
The fucking snow speeder looking thing.
That may or may not kill you.
Yeah, and then you get slingshotted, and then you just drop out of the sky. There's no fucking spaceship.
Yes.
Yeah, where's it go?
And then you press your little fucking return button, and then you appear.
In the
Yeah.
the best part of it.
And like you would figure out how to do it so you don't drop in the middle of a fucking road or in the sky,
Yeah.
dropping down.
Well, in the
drop
water,
down.
he says that the dude fucked it up.
That
Yeah.
drop down in front of the truck was some of the
Yes.
worst graphics.
Ah, so good.
Oh, fuck.
like the whole subplot with the IA chick, and she turns, but then
And at the end
turns
when
back.
she sees him,
Yeah.
it's like, he's still going, waiting for his second chance.
But she gets a bit of a nip shot, so that's alright. Like, it's just so... Oh, it's glorious trash.
Yeah, it's not as bad as I remember. Because I remember, like, I really didn't like it the first time I watched it. And it's like a sort of movie
He's
that
like, yes!
you would like as a kid.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Especially
It's
the
like-
amount of.
You're not going to see as many holes,
Yeah.
I guess. But at the same time, I
And
think
it's
for a
good,
kid...
so yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I like it as a kid.
I know for a kid,
I don't think
too
so.
much of it's like too serious and the emotion
Yeah,
and
I
the
think like
serious.
a teenager would be okay, like
Yeah.
a 13, 14-year-old, because they're going to
come
enjoy
out
the
in
stuff.
94? Yeah. and, like, yeah.
Yeah,
like
kids will
six
probably just fast
ish.
forward to particular bits of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you think I did?
Yeah.
That's not. We'll have another look at that bit. Yeah, Sarah.
Don't see those in Ferris Bueller.
No, you
Jesus.
That sex scene.
It was so weird.
It
Like,
came out of
Well, he
nowhere.
does say that one
It
thing,
is a
but then it's
90s
benched.
action movie.
That's
bro.
right,
Like-
straight in.
Yeah.
You had to have some titties.
I'm just thinking, like, you know,
happened so early,
like other
though?
movies, like, you know,
'Cause she's
Terminator
got-
happens in the middle of the movie,
Yeah,
and, you know,
yeah,
you build up to
Terminator's
its
not
emotional
towards the end.
theme.
So what
Yeah.
we had in this one was what's called a smash cut.
But it's because she was going to be gone for most of the movie.
Yeah.
You had to get it in before she disappears.
Yeah.
Literally.
Hey?
It's
So
just so
the
weird
main
though, because you don't see them anymore in like movies.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Bring them back.
Yeah, gratuitous sex thing.
but also an awkward, like there was some awkwardness in that sex scene too. Like for a full 90s, like him trying to show off his butt.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That was the stalwart of
right.
90s.
Yes.
He
90s
loves
sex
he
scenes.
loved doing showing off his
Yes.
ass.
So the henchman that's like the big Gumby looking with the weird looking haircut, like you know how it's
Like
shaved,
Yeah,
half
yeah,
mullet
yeah.
or
half
something.
mullet thing.
Because you know he's from the future.
How? Yeah, that's it. How is he tough? He just looks retarded. Like, oh,
He's big.
he's big. Yeah. Oh, so
Oh, well,
I just love the start. Like, it could not like we put it on. So now I've got the projector in the lounge room.
oh yeah.
So we take off the paintings on the wall, and I've got life size people. So I was watching Mr. Bean life size the other day. It was hilarious. But so in the mall in the 90s, we've got rollerblades, Dayglow, and a absolute stop for a split kick.
Yes.
After
Yeah.
what a way to start the film, man! It's like you know you are in the 90s watching this film.
I like. He first goes back in time, right, to catch his friggin' former partner, and the former partner knows what Van Damme can do straight away. I'm just going to call the 1920 security guard. What did he think was going to happen here?
That was amazing.
I went 9 rounds.
I mean, you've got the gun right there. Why don't you just shoot him?
And so the guy jumps
Yes.
and disappears, and the old Irish copper's like, "Oh, what's going on there?" And then gets his judgment, comes back. So it's supposed to be the same split second.
I assume.
I was going to say, what happens if it's 20 minutes later and old love's walking past?
They're killing him in the past that he doesn't belong in. How is that not causing problems?
Yeah, John Doe is going to come into Morgan. They're going to be like, who?
Why's he got a digital wristwatch?
Why's he got a USA Today
Why
on
is he
his...
the
Right?
box?
on his-
Oh,
Yeah, he's
yeah,
got his
yeah.
Walkman.
From this
No,
crazy
'cause
date.
John
Put all his
Oh,
bag.
yeah, he took
He
it.
collected all
No,
that
he didn't
shit.
have that when he jumped out the window. So
He
it
did.
must be enough.
No,
That's
no,
right.
he did.
Did he?
He did.
Mm.
Because he had it when he came back with it.
That's
He
the
got
only
it.
plot hole.
He had the bag. Because I remember looking and I'm like, did he just leave that? No, there it is.
Did he take the gun?
Yeah, I don't think he took the gun.
The
Is that
machine
okay?
gun. The crazy machine gun that
I don't think
misses
he did.
everything.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
So, we're in a hotel room, and we need to do the splits in the bathroom. How can we get there?
Oh, I love it how it sets up. It's like,
Fuck
the water starts
me.
dripping.
Ah,
like,
yeah,
you see it.
Ah, it's like, you know what's coming.
Step, yeah.
Oh no, but it's like, I just remember that because that was in the trailers for the movie when you watched it. Yeah.
That was his like,
Go to.
It's a
Yeah.
kickboxer friggin' split. It's good.
All right.
It's trash, but
oh, it's so good.
What's the ratings?
7 out of 10.
3.
Oh, I don't know about 7.
6.
I'll go 6.
Yeah, 6.
I'm going to go
One?
7.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave!
3. 1 for split kicks. 2 for Miyasara.
That's fair.
David.
Dave!
Yeah.
What do you got for us? What have you got in store?
Does anyone like hot tubs?
I
Fucking
fucking knew it.
No,
course.
you can.
I knew it.
You could lie in a hot tub as you watch the movie that I've chosen, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Hey. Okay.
You redeemed it.
Yeah.
All right. All
I
right.
thought I was gonna go one way.
I
but-
knew you
Not
get
the
some.
one?
Yeah.
Not the new one.
No, first.
Please, don't tempt him.
I don't think I've seen it.
That's why
It's
I
don't.
thought you might have picked it because I haven't seen it either.
No, the first one.
Ah.
Oh,
That's
excellent.
the first one.
You've
Yeah.
seen Bogus?
No.
You haven't
I did-
seen any
You haven't seen
Villain
Rufus?
I do
Oh,
feel
George Carlin's
Bogus
best
was
character?
run on TV more because
Yeah,
it's more
it
lighter.
It was.
Yeah.
And
I'll
the
tell you.
death. And
I
the
watched
things-
Bogus
It was,
first.
Yeah, I think Bogus.
I
was
still
way
remember
more
seeing
smashed.
Napoleon smashing ice cream more times on TV than Bogus.
Nah, Bogus for sure. Death.
100%.
all over the
Same
shop.
as Dylan. I think I thought Bogus first.
I seen Excellent Adventure first, but I just feel Bogus was on TV more.
No,
Actually,
I
don't
think
really
Bogus. You're right. Bogus was more.
Because it's lighter.
It's more Bogus.
Yeah, it's cooler.
Robots, alien things, death.
I
Yeah.
don't remember Bogus. I might have to go back and watch that after.
Had the kiss
Excellent.
song at the end.
So yeah, I haven't seen it.
Christine 16.
I haven't seen anyone.
Oh.
You haven't seen either
Oh.
one?
Yeah.
Interesting.
The first one's cool.
Like
Yeah.
the first two
They're
are
both
good.
good.
Yeah. I haven't
I
seen
don't need it. It's like.
No, you do. You do.
You like it, Dave, but.
Yeah, what's your fave?
Is it on it?
I knew.
There's a ghost.
I knew you were thinking. I was
That's
gonna
a special
think
ghost.
Time machine.
Yeah. Is it on anything?
I was hoping
Oh,
you
no,
would
I
watch
didn't
on
check.
Time Machine 2.
I think is it on Amazon or something?
I don't know, but I'm guessing there's a good chance it's on
Yeah.
Plex anyway, because she loves it.
All right. Does that wrap us up?
Someone dressing up like that at
Yes.
a party a while back.
Excellent adventure. You just hold on. Ooh, just stand.
Oh, cool. All right. We're done. We're done for this week.
Dunzo.
I guess so.
All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell Dave how amazing he is.
Sorry for the shitty audio, I guess, in the middle.
We're also,
Potentially.
If it gets kept,
also a new entry on Chartable this week.
What?
Podcast. We're a new entry. After episode 103, we're a new entry.
hey.
Well, and we were 123 3 weeks ago,
Hey,
but we're a
that's
new entry.
I'm still just trying to like jam.
So I need to give them more money, I think.
Oh
and
my
might get
god.
higher. Great. See you next week.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
So,